kind of amusing social media accounts that actually do the thing where they report on the UK as if they're reporting. The big hurdle is Northern Ireland and the need to ensure that there's not a hard border between Ireland and Northern Ireland, which is part of the UK. The problem with doing that is that there are people in the UK who are worried about the alternative, which is some kind of border effectively down the Irish Sea. So Boris Johnson, the British Prime Minister, has to reconcile people who are worried about that with the desire of the EU and in fact the UK that there not be a hard border in Ireland. The other hurdles are really about process. Can this be done in the time available? And can they agree on some kind of legal text? Because this is not a negotiation where there is any room, if you like, for ambiguity. There has to be a legal text nailed down before any agreement can be ratified. It is true that everything has to align for Boris Johnson, but I think if you look at the DUP and the possibility that they might accept it if they're bought off, if you look at Conservative hardliners who I think now are moving towards a deal partly because they trust Boris Johnson, partly because they like the deregulatory nature of the deal. If you look at some of those Labour MPs, I think they will come over and support a deal. And some of the MPs expelled by Boris Johnson from the Conservative Party might see voting for the deal as a way back. So if you put all those numbers together, they are just about there, but it will be very, very tight.
Both sides are really keen to demonstrate that they really want a deal and that they want to avoid no deal, so that if no deal were to happen, they wouldn't be blamed. So I think we should keep that in mind, that some of the positive noises might be perhaps a little bit exaggerated to demonstrate to the domestic audience that this side is really willing to make a deal. It's really being very cooperative, even though on substance there might still be some issues that we don't know whether both sides can overcome them.
All right.
I think it is perfectly possible that there will be a draft legal text today, but by no means certain. So another emergency summit would certainly be a possibility. I think ultimately MPs will probably want to look at the substance and of the deal, and if that is very similar to Theresa May's deal, then I think the question really is how desperate MPs are to avoid a no-deal scenario.